Yeah, it's a little dark in here. Do the outside rain. Do the outside rain, all that. I know it's a little dark in here. I apologize, but I feel really sad today. I found some sad news about what happened in Mississippi at Walmart, and it's quite tragic. Quite tragic, if you ask me. I was scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and mostly Instagram and Facebook, and I found out that on Mississippi Walmart, a 1-year-old baby was killed, a black baby, and it was mentioned that the mother was possibly stealing some diapers, I think, but I could be wrong. The cops were called due to shoplifting. And the cops came and they started shooting, and they killed the baby. Yeah, that happened. That really freaking happened. And you know what? That is the most tragic thing a cop could ever do. Is murder an innocent, poor black boy. All over diapers. Really? Fucking really? Who the fuck does that? No, seriously, who the fuck kills a 1-year-old baby over freaking diapers? That is just sad, bro. That is just freaking sad. Really sad indeed. I wonder if the mother is going to be grieving for his child. Why do I look so scary in this position? That's just weird. Oh, yeah, that is weird. Yeah, that was weird. I look like a scary person when I was up close like this. I look terrifying in this position. Sorry, this isn't funny. This is serious. How many black lives have been killed by police? I tell you, it's a lot of them. There was a post I saw, and it said, "There are no good cops in a racist system." I'm starting to think that person is right. It's rare that good cops exist, and if there are good cops out there, they often get fired for holding cops accountable, for exposing corruption, or for stopping police brutality. It's rare that it happens, because the majority of cops always look after their own, and they were trained to get away with bad shit. I know in my area that there are cops out there, and where I live would never treat people that way, but I don't trust them either way. Unlike my mother, so I will not mention her name. But that's all I gotta say about that. The cops in my area are trained to deal with people on the spectrum, which is a good thing, by the way. We need cops like that. But it doesn't change the fact that many cops are trained to escalate shit. They're trained to turn their minds off. They're trained to suspend their humanity. They're trained to murder people and get away with it. It's rare that they get their comeuppance. Very rare. It was a horrible... Oh, sorry. The camera keeps doing that. It's really horrible how that little baby went down. went out. That little boy didn't deserve to get shot and killed. Like, literally. He did not deserve that. Hell, I can't even articulate his name because I completely forgot about it. I can't even say his name because my articulation skills are lacking. They suck ass. And the cops, I hate them with a passion. I don't trust them. Many progressives in this country do not trust them. And cops around the world deserve to be held accountable. Hell, there's a reason why a lot of progressives say all cops are bastards. Because systemically, they're all bad. Look, I try not to generalize a certain group of people when it comes to men and white people, for example. When it comes to cops, however, that's a totally different situation. In this case, they deserve to be generalized. In this case, they're all murderers. They're all trained to be murderers. They're trained to beat you up for no reason. They're trained to be overly trigger happy. They're trained to see every single person they meet as a potential enemy combatant, which is outright paranoia, by the way. That's not the way to live. And honestly, I'm not okay with that. These cops are just the worst of the bunch. And I can understand why a lot of progressives and a lot of black people are suspicious and hateful against those cops. Cops were, back in the 60s, were very racist towards black people back then. It's no wonder that the progressives, black community back in the day, started protesting at Washington D.C. During the civil rights movement and all that jazz. So there's a reason why I support Martin Luther King, because he's anti-race. He was anti-racist, and I'm pretty sure he was anti-police. I could be wrong. He also brought up that rioting is the language of the unheard. Yeah, I know this has nothing to do with that 1-year-old baby, but it has everything to do with it. So, and there are progressives and there are conservatives out there that will say, "Why are you making this about race?" And I will say, everything's about race. Everything. Because a lot of black people face racism to this day. From back then to now. They faced police brutality back then, and they face police brutality now. Because the police see black people as automatically thugs, automatically criminals, even when those black people are not thugs or criminals. They just see every black person as a potential threat due to white conservatives making policies that make black people's lives harder, which leads to police treating black people like shit. Hence why the war on drugs exists, because it was used to target black people back in the day. And that's horrible. So, it's just really sad that black children and black families and their black loved ones are losing their loved ones and their family members due to police brutality and police violence. That is just way too sad. All too sad for me. Back a couple of years ago, I was melting down over police attacking people in a video I watched on Facebook years ago, and it caused me to hug into one of my aunt's arms, crying. Yeah, that was a terrible experience of what I went through. And I'm sorry. And she had to hear me melt down back then. And I think they heard me self-injure myself back then. And I don't think they deserve to hear me go through that. So those cops were just evil in that video. And that is not good. I know it's a little dark in here due to the storms coming, so it's a little gloomy out right now. The clouds are a little dark, so that's why it's a little dark in this room. So it fits this video pretty nicely because today is a sad day, and I'm sad. So I'm making this video right now about this poor black baby, 1-year-old baby being killed by evil cops. Hell, a couple of days ago, they were called to some apartment over a noise complaint, and they shot a woman's innocent dog, and they showed no remorse doing it. That's not okay. What they did to that dog. I don't know what the species of the dog is. I don't know what breed the dog is, but all I know is that dog was shot and killed by police for no reason for a stupid noise complaint. It is just fucking messed up. All these cops do is shoot first, investigate later, or ask questions later. And that is totally messed up on their part. I just hope the police are abolished, and I hope that the police are defunded, so the cops will learn. And I hope all those cops are arrested and jailed. But we all know the Trump administration won't do that because they love cops, and for all the wrong reasons. Donald Trump and Republicans just love please. I'm making a video. Sorry, my mom was talking to me, so don't mind her. And the Republican Party does not care about black people. They don't care about progress. They don't care about change. They just want police to bash some skulls in the name of law and order. And that's pathetic. And all I know is that cops are evil, and they deserve to be held accountable for their actions. Hell, I just hope that the American people defend themselves against the police one day, because the police are just so rogue and so evil and so trigger happy. They'll shoot anybody. I just hope that they shoot the cops back in self-defense. You're more likely to die by the police if you do, but it would be worth it. It would be worth it to defend yourself against bad cops. I don't know why the crown is there. So, I don't want that crown on there. The top fan bit, it is what it is. So, either way, I don't get much followers on here. Whenever I make a live stream video, I don't really have anyone following me in the top chat, which is fine. I don't get very much views anyway, so Yes, it's Manager 6461. It's good to see you as well. You used to follow me on Instagram back in the day, yeah. I was conservative back in my day and politically independent back then, and now I'm a progressive person. So, and I'm for the abolishment of the police, and I'm for defunding them as well. And I am for the American people defending themselves against the police when necessary, hoping it doesn't turn violent or lethal. God, I hope it doesn't come to that. So anyway, sorry. That's all I gotta say in this video. I don't want this to be too long. So if you like this video, give it a like, share this video with everyone you know, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm Matthew Optimus. Peace to Frell out, and have a nice day.